how many people are going to vote for Amendment 4 by Tuesday.
Candidates that are running for the special districts. So I'll let them introduce themselves and say a few words.
My name is Justin Margot, and I'm a candidate for Airport Authority. It's a special district. You'll see.
And first I marched, and now I'm running all the way to the board of the Anastasia Mosquito Control District, seat 4.
Hi, thank you. My name is Matt Brown. I'm running for the Port Waterway and Beach Commission. I imagine a lot of you don't even know what the Port Waterway and Beach Commission is, or even that it exists, or what it does, or what it should do, or what it's failing to do.
Unfortunately, a lot of people are not familiar with all the down ballot races, but they are important.
Hello, hello, hello. My name is Jess Selmont. I am your candidate for Congress in the 4th District. That's 90% of St. Johns County. That's half of Duval, and that's all of Nassau County. That's military bases, that's suburbs, that's beachfront communities, that's sprawl, that's country, that's a town called Sparts. It's where we all choose to live, and it's a place we all love to live.
Hello, St. Augustine! Are you guys fired up to vote? Are you going to early vote? Are you going to elect Andrew Gillum to be our next governor, retire Ron DeSantis? I'm Nancy Soderberg, and I'm running to be your next representative in District 6. I am Jamie D. Perkins, your candidate for State House District 17, and I am looking forward to serving you in the House.
I can't tell you how amazingly impressive this crowd is. Somebody told me this was a red county. It looks pretty blue to me today. I'm going to flip Florida blue and then flip this nation blue. Right along with us. First, I can't tell y'all how amazing it has been. For 20 months, we have literally moved all across the state of Florida, talking to voters in every part of this state, red, blue, purple. I don't know if they got other colors, but it doesn't matter. Of every political type and persuasion can do it. We're 9 days away from Election Day. 9 days. In fact, that's a myth. Election Day is today. You can vote now. You can vote now all across the state of Florida, so why wait till November 6th? They'll give us the outcome on November 6th, but we need to win this race before we get to November 6th. And that means we gotta get out there and vote. We have to vote, y'all. I have tried to run this race every step of the way by giving voters something to go out there and vote for and not just against. If you allow me to be your governor, you're going to have a governor who's going to work to pay teachers a wage that they can live on. Teachers. These are people who do the most difficult work that exists in society. They're responsible for the cultivating, for the motivating, for the inspiring of the minds of our most precious gifts, our children. I gotta tell you, I would not be here today were it not for Miss Linda Aubrey, Miss Knight, Miss Binky, Mr. Estes, Lord, the dean of my students, right? I mean, he probably never thought he'd give a shout out. But Dean Bird, right? And you can fill in the blank. You have your own teachers who you can thank for all that they poured into us, everything that they did to prop us up on our leaning side. In the state of Florida, the average salary for teachers is the 45th lowest out of all 50 states. That's a shame. When we win this race, not only are we going to pay teachers what they're worth, we're also going to introduce back into our public system what used to exist there. For our kids who are not on a college-bound track, we used to introduce them to skills trainings like woodworking, shopping, mechanical, electrical, technical programs. All of those programs where they could get a skill, take that skill, monetize it, go to work, get a job, and earn a good wage. We got to bring those blue-collar jobs back to them. If you want to be able to shoot off a gun that can fire off 60 bullets in 60 seconds, you want to join the military. Those kinds of guns have no place in our everyday society. And I don't mind what county I'm in, I'm going to tell it like it is. This is basic. Our kids are worth it. Our kids are worth us standing up for them and saying you can protect the Second Amendment and also protect life at the same time. Y'all, we deserve a governor who believes in science. Who believes. We live in the Sunshine State. Right? We live in the Sunshine State. Why don't we make it mean something by being the global energy producer, by being the leader of solar energy, by innovating on new technology, new innovations, carbon extraction technology. There's so much work to be done, and it is in the benefit of all of us. Y'all, when you elect me governor, you're going to have a governor who will expand Medicaid for over 800,000 of the most medically needy people in our state. 800,000. All because we have some philosophical hang-up on the Affordable Care Act. We did the same thing when President Obama tried to send us $2.8 billion to build high-speed rail across the I-4 corridor. We said no, no thank you. I'm sorry, the job of the governor of the state of Florida is to do what's in the best interest of the people of the state of Florida. That's our job. I didn't vote for Donald Trump and we don't have anything in common, right? I get it. There's not much that we have in common, if anything. But I can tell you this, if he sends me $2.8 billion, I'm going to take that money, I'm going to put it to work, building the future of the state of Florida, because that is what you do when you're the governor of the state. Now, my opponents have talked about me wanting to introduce a state income tax. Let me just be very clear. I have not endorsed nor do I support a state income tax. It's one of the reasons that people choose to locate in the state of Florida. What we have said is that corporations have to pay their fair share too. Everyday working people, we're paying our share. We're contributing our part. The corporate income tax, do you realize that 97% of businesses in the state don't pay the corporate income tax? 97%. Small businesses don't pay it. And guess what? I'm not even advocating a change there. What we have said, for the 3% of the wealthiest companies in this state, these are the same 3% who walked away with $6.3 billion as a result of the tax reform bill. And that's continuing. That number will continue, and it will continue to grow. 6.3 billion. Well, we said, listen, you can keep 5.3, but we want $1 billion of that to come into the state, pay teachers what they're worth, and make sure that every one of our kids gets access to a high-quality early childhood education. I would guarantee you that more than half this crowd has a pre-existing condition of some sort. Cancer patients, diabetes, sickle cell. If you are a pregnant woman in the state of Florida, that is considered a pre-existing condition. And my opponent would allow for health care to be withheld from you. Listen, y'all, we've got to do this thing on health care, because when you're looking at your premiums increasing year over year over year without prediction, it's because that 1 in 5 individual who is uninsured in this state is getting access to health care in emergency rooms, which is the most expensive and least efficient form of care. And the healthcare system has to extract its due one way or another. So for those of us who have health insurance, we're the ones having to pay that tab. This is our moment. This is our time. And I don't want to see any of us wake up on November 7th and say, Lord, I wish I would have. I wish I could have. I'm not doing it. I refuse. I reject that right now. On November 6th, I'm going to wake up and put all the energy that I have into it. And so on the 7th, we're celebrating a victory. And we've got to vote like our lives depend on it, y'all, because our lives do depend on who the next governor is of the great state of Florida. So we're going everywhere. We're on this bus tour. We're visiting counties, red counties, blue counties, purple counties. Y'all, we were in Putnam County the other day. Now, Putnam County is a county Donald Trump won by, I don't know, 30 points. And folks were like, Gillum, what are you doing going to Putnam County? I said, there are voters in Putnam County, so we're going to Putnam County. And then we went to Flagler County. What are you doing? There are voters there, and we showed up in both places. The room was built for 600 people, and we didn't have room enough to contain them. Folks were flowing out of the back. That the next time we get to share this beautiful afternoon under these amazing trees, I hope that the next time I greet you as the governor of the great state of Florida. Let's bring it home, everybody. Let's bring it home. Let's bring it home. Let's bring it home, y'all. God bless you. Best wishes. Let's bring it home.